Have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
There's a huge pall of smoke coming from that direction.
Welcome to another edition of Imagine Live, Chapter 213. I'm your host, Mike Zeke, and as always, accompanied by my co-host, Jimmy, the high-flying hippie. How are we doing this evening?
I'm doing great, Mike Zeke. It is I, that tie-dye guy from In the Sky, here on your screen for episode 213.
That's crazy.
213 times we've stood on your screen as the longest-running weekly professional wrestling program in Pennsylvania today. We thank you for tuning in, as always.
And don't forget, while you're at it, like and subscribe right now. We got a lot going on here this evening. We will see in our main event the unlikely pairing of our interim heavyweight champion, the gorgeous one, Gorgeous Gregory, teaming up with the good neighbor, John Ross, to take on the team of the lowlife James Ross and the sideshow psycho, Malachi Gage, The Watch, in our main event here. Tag team action in just a little bit. We'll also hear from Dave Daniels. I don't know if anybody saw it earlier in the week on their social media. We'll be playing that, so we'll hear from the big star here in a little bit. But also in the house is one half of Wild West, DC Bentley. Also in the house is our Imagine Tag Team Champions, the Rad Boys. We'll be hearing from them here in just a little bit. Plus, we'll be hearing from Sweet Baby Trey, The Acquired Taste, Mason Lawrence, Lucio Deir, and Classic Rockers? Woo! Classic Rockers in the house. We'll hear from them just a little bit. We are just 3 days away. We're back in Reynoldsville, September 14th, and then in Altoona in just 10 days, September 21st. If you haven't gotten your tickets for either of these events, go to the website, www.imaginewrestling.com. Get your tickets and get them today. Don't wait.
If you live in the area of Reynoldsville and you've never caught Imagine Wrestling Live, you are missing out. It's a great venue, not a bad seat in the house, and the rowdiest crowd in all the Imagination Tour stops. Get your tickets. Be in Reynoldsville this weekend.
And speaking of Reynoldsville, I'd like to talk about a few of our sponsors that we have for our show coming up on the 14th. And we'll start with Medical Resource Solutions, LLC. Looking for a medical plan that fits you and can help. Her goal is to help you find and enroll in the right plan. She thrives by building trust and confidence with her clients, making your complete satisfaction her priority. Please call Ann King today at 814-410-1412. Again, that is Ann King at 814-410-1412. Call Ann today.
We also want to thank Forrest Customs, LLC. Whether it's custom-built cabinets and sheds, general carpentry, or pressure washing, or painting and staining, Forrest Customs, LLC is here to help. Visit their website at forrestcustomsllc.com or call them today at 724-980-7800. That's Forrest Customs, LLC.
And if you're looking to have some fun, play some skills games, maybe win a little bit of money, put a little bit of dough in your pocket, look up Slap Happy. They're at 432 East Main Street in Reynoldsville. Make sure you stop there today. And if you're looking for some good food, you got to stop at Napoli's and get some pizza, get some wings. And if you like some barbecue, Devil's Barbecue down in Brooksville. Get some barbecue, get some pizza, wings. Stop. Go call all the numbers for all of our sponsors. They've been a huge help for us, not only with Reynoldsville, but also in Altoona with our friends at Renewal by Anderson. If you or anyone you know or love are looking for high-quality windows and/or patio door home investment options within your budget, contact Jordan Trees of Renewal by Anderson at 814-330-9870. I imagine that they have some great promotions going on for the month of September and going into the month of October because I don't know if you realize this, Jimmy, but starting to just get just a tad bit chilly. We're not quite into fall yet, but it's getting close. So you're going to want to keep all the heat inside. Get new windows and call Jordan Treese of Renewal by Anderson today.
We thank our sponsors as always.
All right. No, I mentioned earlier that we're going to hear from one half of Wild West, Dave Daniels. He sent in a video. He played it earlier on their social media account. I'm actually curious to hear what DC Bentley has to say about this. But as I've stated before, with all of our Wild West videos that we've shown on this telecast, this program, none of their thoughts, their beliefs, the things that they stand for, being cheap, dirty, and nasty, that is not a reflection of Imagine Wrestling. That is not a reflection of us here. So with that, let's go ahead and hear from the big star right now.
My responsibility as that little boy's father to teach him that idols fall and heroes bleed. You know what, Jake? In 2 weeks, because I call the shots, not you. If the stipulations are attractive enough and the money is right, yeah, I'll fight you. And it's time that you two both learn one of the final lessons of Wild West 101, which is be careful what you wish for, because sometimes cheap, dirty, and nasty comes true. I'll see it too.
Okay. So let me get this right. On September 18th, DC Bentley is going to get in the ring and go one-on-one with Jake Wiley. What the hell? What the hell, DC? Yeah, I'm talking to you, Jordan, Bentley, whatever you call yourself. I mean, maybe even have a new name now since you like to go into business for yourselves. I mean, come on, man. We have had a plan since day one. And it sure as hell did not include either one of us getting in a ring and having a wrestling match. But unfortunately, what has happened here is you've gotten soft. I hate to say it, buddy, but you have gotten soft. You no longer represent the cheap, the dirty, the nasty. I mean, long gone is that DC Bentley whose ass I used to have to save at the Belmar every week, or the one who could have given two shits what anyone ever said about him, let alone these two little Rad Boy punks. But I see what's going on. All because your little Mark son here has some weird fetish with this tag team. You suddenly feel the honor to defend yourself as a father. Yippee yay! You know what I'd have done? I'd have thrown his little ass out on the street, and then when Mom came in and got upset, I'd have thrown her ass out too with him, because that's cheap, that's dirty, and that's nasty. But you know what, Bentley? Maybe it's time you take your own advice, and that's be careful what you wish for, because I'm not going to be there. I'm done. I don't need wrestling. I haven't needed it for 8 years. I don't have to come to that Junior High Civic Center and try to entertain the filth that comes to these shows. So that's it, bud. I'm done. All I got to say to you is good luck. You got this, and this is your problem now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Back. Live. Imagine Live, Chapter 213. We just heard from the big star Dave Daniels. Let's hear from Imagine Tag Team Champions right now. Let's hear from all that Brayden Elliott and banging Jake Wiley. They are the Rad Boys. Jake, you look stressed.
Surprise, surprise. Of course, he's backing out. I mean, what do you expect from a guy that played with owls? I think they're called hooters. You know. Who? Hey, you smell what I'm stepping in?
Yeah, I guess. The fact of the matter is that Dave Daniels is a coward. And he had all the talk, but he couldn't show up here and walk. The fact of the matter is that I guess we're not going to get to see the Rad Boys and Wild West, and we're not going to get to see who is the best. But I was informed before we came out here that apparently we're not going to wrestle Wild West, and apparently we're not going to wrestle the number one contenders, the Classic Rockers, because we're going to defend the Imagine Tag Team titles against the Troublemakers this Saturday. Kanan, no charisma Christopher, and Tyler, even less charisma Brooks. Right, Jake? Yeah!
Tyler Brooks.
Good point, Jake. Anyway, yeah. So, this Saturday in Reynoldsville, Jake, what are we going to do?
I know what we're going to do. We're going to beat their
Nope.
Show, Jake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, we'll know. And you'll know that the Rad Boys are going to be there. We're going to defend the tag team titles. And as always, It's going to be Rad Boys.
In the house! Their butts.
Their butts. There they go. Our Imagine Tag Team Champions, the Rad Boys, defending against Troublemakers in just 3 days in Reynoldsville. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, get them now. And joining me at this time is the Acquired Taste Mason Lawrence and Sweet Baby Trey. Gentlemen, 3 days away, you'll be taking on the number one contenders, the Classic Rockers, and if you shall be victorious in 3 days, you will become the number one contenders for the Imagine Wrestling Tag Team Championships.
So let's talk about Saturday, huh? See, I'm a bit confused, to be honest, because last week I tried offering a charitable donation to the Classic Rockers, and to be quite honest, they needed it. I mean, think about all the money that they could have that I was offering to them. Think about what they could get. I mean, the rocker Chris Sands, he could finally cut that mullet off his head, and the high-flying hippie could finally get a pair of shoes. But they said no, which it's all right. It's okay. Because on Saturday, I'm going to do whatever it takes to become the new number one contender for the Imagine Tag Team Championships. And I'm not going to do it alone, because I have my hired gun, Sweet Baby Trey.
That's right. We're not even worried about that tree-hugging hippie or that 12-year-old with a perm. We're going to run right through them and be the number one contenders. Speaking about running through people, last week I was running right through Lucio Deir. And Lucio, you better thank my newly acquired tag team partner, the Acquired Taste, for breaking that up before I hurt you real bad. Just like I ran through you and your mom, I'm going to take it even further. And I'm running through your wife next. Come on, man. Let's get out of here.
Choice words for Lucio Deir. I don't think he's going to like that too much. Rolling right along here. So we've heard from the big star Dave Daniels. We've heard from the Rad Boys. Now let's hear from the other half of Wild West. Ladies and gentlemen, DC Bentley. DC, a lot going on here with yourself. Here, your tag team partner. I got to ask, man, if you talked to Dave.
You know, it's funny you should ask, because my heart, Mike Zeke, is absolutely broken. You know, I've called, I've sent text messages, left voicemails since last week, and not a word. And I gotta find out what's in his heart and what's in his mind, just like everybody else, just like all these idiots of the imagination, just like everyone here. I gotta find out through a video. How long have you known me and the big star Dave Daniels, Mike Z? Has it been 20 years?
Longer. Yeah.
How close are we, Mike Z? I think that he was my plus one at your very wedding. We have been not just tag team partners, not just best friends. We have been brothers. And for him to abandon me now? For him to abandon me when I need him the most, I guess he's not really the person that I thought he was. And why? Because I didn't stick to a plan, because I got a little emotional. You know what I have to say to the big star Dave Daniels? You want to get off the pirate ship? Fine. It's about time, because my rudder is firmly in the water and I will stay the course. Because I'm going to tell you this right now, if he wasn't the type of person who knew the type of person that I was, that I would go rogue, that I would go off script, that I would get a little emotional, then I guess he didn't really know me either. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You know what else isn't new to me? Estranging a friend to get exactly what I want out of this business. Because I don't burn bridges, I blow them up while I'm standing on them. And you know what Robert Burns said about well-laid plans? The well-laid plans of mice and of men oftentimes go awry. And you're looking at awry! As far as the Rad Boys go, if they want to keep on pledging that counterfeit title of the best tag team, well, they got one hell of a task before them this Saturday on the 14th in the Bellamaru in Reynoldsville. because they're going to have to take on the natural Kanan Christopher and Platinum Tyler Brooks. And if they walk out of there with those Imagine Tag Team Championships, then maybe they can call themselves the best. But it's going to be interesting to find out. I'll be seeing ya.
Thanks, DC. Clearly a lot on the mind of one DC Bentley. And now, let's take it to my broadcast colleague. And not just that, the number one contenders for the Imagine Tag Team Champions, and that's the Classic Rockers. Jimmy the High Flying Hippie, the Rocker, Chris Sands. Gentlemen?
Listen, Sweet Baby Trey, the acquired taste. I don't know what your life needs to be to mention this mullet, but I really hope you go home and I hope you think about what you've said and what you've done. Because come Saturday, you're going to have that bare foot sticking out your ass. Jimmy the Hippie, take it away.
Yeah, you see, when you messing with the mullet of Chris Sands, it's like tugging on Superman's cape. Makes us feel a certain way. It's more than a feeling you're messing with. It's a legacy. My destiny as the first Triple Crown champion in Imagine Wrestling. When me and Chris Sands crest that mountain, we passed the final test. Two guys that didn't earn it and won't get it anyways. We'll see you Saturday. You're in for one long, strange trip.
There you go, man. Number one contenders for the Imagine Tag Team Champions, Classic Rockers, defending their number one contendership against Sweet Baby Trey and the Acquired Taste Mason Lawrence in just 3 days in Reynoldsville. Again, if you haven't gotten your tickets, get them now. And last but not least, I'd love to hear from one Lucio Deir.
What he said? Did you hear what the hell he said? Sweet Baby Trey, you crossed the line. You want to talk about me? That's one thing. You mention my wife? That's way too far. I'm challenging you to a fight right now. So where are you, Sweet Baby Trey? Come on! Come on!
I believe someone just said he left.
He left.
He left the building. He's gone.
He left? Yeah, figures. Like the coward you are, you want to say whatever you think you can get away with and then just run away? Well, don't worry. We'll be in the same building on Saturday. I don't care if you already have a match. Rest assured, I'm going to get my hands on you. I'm going to beat your ass, and I'm going to make you regret everything you said. Sweet Baby Trey, keep my wife's name out of your mother.
Hey! PG, man. Everyone's swearing here today. PG. Calm down. I know you're upset.
Keep my wife's name out of your damn mouth.
Now, Sweet Baby Trey has to deal with Lucio Deir is clearly distraught. Things are going off the rails just a tad here. So as we regroup, why don't we go ahead and play the ads video right now. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, back at the desk here, Mike Zeke, Jimmy the High Flying Hippie, as we regroup and bring it back to the desk. Jimmy, just 3 days away, my friend, defending you and Chris Sands, defending your number one contendership against newcomers Sweet Baby Trey and the Acquired Taste Mason Lawrence. I know we talked a little bit about that earlier, but as we're talking about Reynoldsville, why don't we talk about the sponsors?
Oh, yeah. That's much better than talking about Sweet Baby Trey and Mason Lawrence.
Yeah. So, as I said earlier, Ann King of Medical Resource Solutions, LLC. She's here to help you and find a plan that best fits you and your needs. Please call Ann King today at 814-410-1412. Call in and call her today.
We also want to thank Forest Customs LLC, whether it's custom-built cabinets and sheds, general carpentry or pressure washing, or painting and staining. Forest Customs LLC is here to help. Visit the website, forestcustomsllc.com, or call them today at 724-980-7800. That's Forest Customs LLC.
And I want to talk about my friends over at Slap Happy. Their games and skills right in Reynoldsville. Go have some fun and blow off some steam, maybe win some money. They're located at 432 East Main Street, Reynoldsville. And if you're looking for some good grub, I got two great places for you to hit, and that is Devil's Barbecue of Brooksville and Napoli's of Du Bois. Go get pizza, go get wings, go get your barbecue, get your fix, get it before the show, get it after the show. I believe they're open later, 10, 11. Go get your food, get your good grub. And after that, we're just 10 days away, 10 short days away from our next volume show here in Altoona, and that's September 21st. You haven't gotten your tickets. What are you waiting for? Get your tickets and get them now. And while you're at it, why don't you call Jordan Trees of Renewal by Anderson at 814-330-9870. Get some new windows for you and your family and your loved ones. Keep all that heat in on these cold fall nights we're going to have coming up here very soon.
Absolutely.
What do you say,
Yeah, when you invest in your family, you invest in your home, you invest in yourself, and you do so with Renewal by Anderson. We thank our sponsors as always. So,
Excuse me, stranger, but where do you get tie-dye so bright and so colorful?
Chris Sands, that's a terrible disguise. But since you asked, Flying Hippie Tie-Dye is my company. I've been a tie-dyer for 20 plus years. I hand tie and dye every single item myself. If you get it at the show or you get it online, you're guaranteed to be made by me with me stamped right on the sleeve. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye. Get it this weekend in Reynoldsville. Halloween shirts are available. Get them this week in Reynoldsville. I thank Imagine Wrestling for this time. Have a shirt, Chris Sands.
Hey, where's mine? I'll get one eventually. Halloween's right around the corner. And with that, let's head to the ring for our main event right now. Introducing first, representing the Watch, he is the lowlife, James Ross. And that is the Sideshow Psycho, Malachi Gage.
Two second-generation athletes. Either one of these men could be a future heavyweight champion here in Imagine Wrestling.
Unhinged is that Malachi Gage. And introducing the good neighbor, John Ross. And his tag team partner, he is the interim heavyweight champion. He is Gorgeous Gregory. Oh, hold on, guys. Hey, we're just getting started here. Let the bell ringing. Watch jumping. Our champion and John Ross ahead of the matchup. We got a bell. Referee's got his hands full tonight, Jimmy.
He does. Gorgeous Gregory out to the floor already. John Ross in trouble in the corner. Oh, the world greeter, big elbow out of the corner. Malachi Gage right back on him. Stiff forearm. Two of them.
They're going to want to listen to the referee while they're in there. And Gorgeous Gregory looks a little worse for wear on the outside here. Oh, John Ross up and over. Whoa, there's a skippy punch for you, Malachi Gage.
Malachi Gage got his face out of the way just in time there. It hit him in the chest.
Oh! No, that doesn't feel good, Jimmy.
John Ross mocking Malachi Gage. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, there's that neighbor John Russian leg sweep going for the cover. Shoulders down, just a one.
Good.
Hey! Hair pulling Wednesdays from the good neighbor John Ross.
I thought the world greeter was better than that, Mike Zeke.
I tell you what, man, he's upset. He's mad. I mean, he's been going at the Watch and his son for the last couple of months. Gets back from a nice vacation and then he comes back to what? His son running his mouth again, continuously about him. So Malachi Gage looking to put a stop to the good neighbor train here in just 3 days in Reynoldsville.
And as a tag team specialist myself, Mike Zeke, that double back elbow there was a thing of beauty from the neighbor John Ross and the generational talent, Gorgeous Gregory.
Yeah, it was. One time, the Rosses and Gorgeous Gregory had a nice little alliance here in Imagine Wrestling. So nice to see them back together here. Even if it is just for one night only.
Referee John Williams right in there under that shoulder making that call. It's interesting. I've never seen a circus bear in a referee shirt before. Big shoulder tackle.
Gorgeous Gregory. Another big shoulder tackle, Jimmy.
Malachi Gage tried to switch it around on him, go the opposite direction. Gregory, too smart for all that.
Oh, there's 3. Look at that. Our interim champion clearly fired up here in this tag team matchup. Oh, big hip toss from our champion. Like to send well wishes out to our heavyweight champion, Chris Coleman. We haven't seen him for a couple of weeks. I imagine we'll have an update on him in the near future. Malachi Gage is going to get a clean break here. Of course we're not, Jimmy. Why would we get a clean break in the corner?
We could have bet money on that. Malachi Gage wasn't going to break clean right there. From the jump of the gun here at the beginning of this match to this right here, Malachi Gage and James Ross are above nothing.
Oh, big chop! Big chop from the gorgeous one. Oh, big back shot. Hey, James, what's James Ross doing? Come on now.
Oh, gorgeous Gregory better watch his head on that duct.
Yeah, right? Oh, nobody home!
Air ball from gorgeous Gregory. Not known for his high flying.
A little unorthodox from gorgeous Gregory there.
Yeah, had he connected, it was a pretty nice looking crossbody. He just, nothing but air.
Yeah. I know we're calling this main event tag team matchup here, but I was just informed that our main event for next week, in spite of the near separation, it seems, between Wild West, DC Bentley will be taking on Bangin' Jake Wiley in our main event next week. More on that after this matchup.
Wow, you heard it. Jake Wiley, the innovator, versus DC Bentley, the instigator, next week right here.
And there's
Tune in for that.
That low-life James Ross working on the neck of gorgeous Gregory. Referee John Williams making sure they're adhering the count here. He's got 5 guys. Let's go. Gregory trying to create some separation. Hey, what's going on here, man? This thing's breaking down. There's mass confusion in this ring right now. John Williams has got to get a hold of this matchup here, Jimmy.
He does. John Williams letting this thing get out of hand.
What are you talking about?
Veteran referee letting things go a little bit here, maybe.
Yeah, that
He's been known to bend the rules a few times.
Yes, he's had a questionable past, and as a licensed referee yourself for over 16 years, Mike Zeke.
Yes, sir.
You've got to be cringing inside.
A little bit. But I digress. Glass half full kind of guy nowadays, Jimmy. So
yeah. Well, I said last week that it's not that John the ref's in the way; it's that he has a gravitational pull, and the wrestlers can't actually get away from him.
I guess it's not their fault.
Yeah.
I don't hear anybody cheering for the low-life James Ross or the watch.
Is there anyone as unlikable, as dirty, as underhanded as the low-life James Ross? This banana pudding pie haircutted dork.
I'm sure if we thought about it long and hard, we might come up with 1 or 2 people, but I don't want to use that brain power for that. Big double line from gorgeous Gregory.
Oh, look like caught Malachi Gage right in the face.
Yeah. Both members of the watch down and out here. Can Gregory get to neighbor John and get him in this match?
1.
There's the count.
2. 3.
See, can Malachi Gage thwart his efforts? Gorgeous Gregory getting away. Here we go. We got the tag to neighbor John. There it is. Polish power with those Polish hammers. Big shot to the gut. Nice knee lift from neighbor John. Oh, come on.
That momentum didn't last long, Mike Zeke.
Neighbor John had all the momentum in the world, and his son took his legs right out from underneath him, right in front of the referee. But this is the Watch's MO, Jimmy. This is no different than any other week we've had them on this telecast wrestling. They're always getting the upper hand, always trying to take a shortcut.
Absolutely. The Watch, over the course of Imagine Wrestling has been one of probably the most dominant facts and the most dominant conglomeration of guys to ever come together. I don't know how they even trust each other. These guys are so filthy. Back to back.
Oh my goodness!
The torque. Nice lateral press, even grapevine that leg. Nice cover there from James
how he
Ross.
just sleazily, just slid away like a snake. James Ross, man. I don't want to call him a slime ball, but I definitely think he's a little sleazy.
He definitely is. From his sweater wearing days as the one of the cleanest graduates of Imagine Dojo to what we see now. I feel like he always had a little bit of a low life inside of him.
Yeah. Oh, innovative tag team offense from the watch.
Once again, John Williams having trouble keeping just 2 men in the ring here.
Yeah. For as much as they want to, take these underhanded tactics and use it to their advantage, both of these men have a pedigree behind them in this ring. I mean, James Ross is the longest reigning Imagine Life champion. And ladies and gentlemen, he's not more than 20 years old. I believe he's 20 years old.
Yeah.
He's been in the professional wrestling business. He has been in Imagine Wrestling for just under 2 years. And his accolades, he's got a list of them. Malachi Gage, just under 5 years, long list of accolades here in Imagine Wrestling. These guys are no chumps. But for guys that are that seasoned, this fast, this early, they don't got to take these underhanded tactics. Like, they don't have to do this.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Well, not for nothing, though. We've spoken in the past about the hero Neighbor Johnny is.
Yeah, man.
Gorgeous Gregory, maybe the most successful graduate from Imagine Dojo.
Former Golden Gloves boxer is one Gorgeous Gregory. Neighbor John defended his country.
Maybe one of the toughest people I've ever fought in the ring. I mean, that guy took me to the limit on numerous occasions in Altoona. Three-quarter Nelson rolls him over.
A member of our U.S. military. I want to thank Neighbor John for his contributions to our freedoms. And Gorgeous Gregory trying to get involved in the watch, just taking advantage of Gorgeous Gregory's frustrations. I understand his frustrations, but he knows better.
Referee John Williams still trying to get control here. It's tough to respect a referee. It looks like Winnie the Pooh.
Got something stuck in my throat.
Oh, yeah, right there, Mike Zeke.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, sorry, everybody.
It definitely wasn't chuckling. I was choking.
Speaking of stuck in the throat, they're just choking Neighbor Johnny on the bottom rope. He's gasping for air.
Yeah, first time in a while I've seen Neighbor John gasping for air like that. Got to get him out of the ropes, referee. Come on. Got to get him out of the ropes.
Great shot there from our production team there.
Yeah, way to go.
Right in front of us.
Way to go, Gilman. Cameraman Steve. Very appreciative of all of our production, all of our members that you see behind the scenes.
Now, James Ross, he's another guy, Mike Zeke. He'll take to the air a little bit.
Oh, my goodness!
Shades of Jerry Lawler with a fist drop, gets a foot to the
And
face.
Down goes the lowlife.
Those who cross Neighbor Johnny suffer defeat, Mike Zeke. Right to the mouth in that case.
Defeat, indeed, my friend Jimmy.
See what I did there?
Aha, picking up what you're putting down, brother. Here we go. Who's going to make it to their corner first?
Double tag.
No. I didn't see Malachi. No, I don't think Malachi Gage tagged James Ross. He went to tag James and he moved his hand. Wait, what's going on here? Come on, guys. Not like this. Come on.
Oh, that was filthy. I've never seen anything like that. Are you kidding me? Well, there's your bell. Whether you like it or not, your winners, James Ross and Malachi Gage.
I don't know if anybody caught that out of the corner of their eye, but right as the lowlife was going for the tag, Malachi Gage pulled his hand away. I was confused at first, but now I see why.
Is this a glimpse of the future for this Saturday and the new interim champion, James Ross?
James Ross just pinned our interim heavyweight champion, Gorgeous Gregory.
Wow.
Jimmy.
What a night, Mike Zeke.
3 days away. James Ross could be our interim heavyweight champion in just 3 days. He just defeated our heavyweight champion.
Imagine the levels that kid will stoop to keep that belt if he gets it in his greasy hands.
Yes, I agree, but he's also said that him as well as Malachi Gage, if they were to be successful in getting the interim championship away from Gorgeous Gregory, they would indeed hand the title over to the rightful heavyweight champion, Chris Coleman, upon his return.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that happens. If that happens, which it won't happen, because Gregory's going to beat up James Ross.
We also got some breaking news I mentioned during the matchup here. In our main event, you heard me right, folks. In our main event next week, Bang and Jake Wiley will be going one-on-one with the in-ring debut on Imagine Live of DC Bentley in our main event next week. Crazy times here at Imagine Live.
Absolutely.
Another showdown. Jimmy, as always, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Mike Zeke. You know, it's an important day here in this country. The largest loss of life on American soil happened on 9/11. It was an attack on freedom. The same freedom that we exercise here every week to say and do which we please, when we please, how we please. That is the ultimate freedom, and no one has the right to deny you that. Use this time to reflect. Come together, not as a race, as a species. Love one another and be kind.
And with that, we love you all. We'll see you next week.